As someone who works 9 to 5, I am always on the lookout for easy weekend trips from London, and with a train journey of just over an hour, Oxford might just be the ideal escape. The city is steeped in history, filled with stunning architecture and, most importantly, some seriously good food. From tapas in a renovated Victorian chemist to afternoon tea at a nearby palace and exploring iconic libraries straight out of Harry Potter, this weekend had a little bit of everything. And while the university might be what Oxford is known for, there is so much more to discover, so here is exactly how to spend 48 hours in Oxford, England. I am in the best mood. It is late autumn, the last week of October. It is finally cold enough to wear a coat, and we are spending the next 48 hours exploring one of the UK's most beautiful university towns. So I honestly couldn't ask for better weekend plans. We've just arrived on the train from London. It's about an hour or an hour and 20 minutes depending on which train you catch. So Oxford is like a really easy place to do as a weekend trip or even just as a day trip as well. Just dropped our bags at the hotel and now we are off in search of lunch, and I have found a place I want to try, and in true Jess fashion, that place is only open like 3 days a week on very obscure hours, so we're going for a very early lunch on a Saturday, which I'm pretty happy about. Tucked away in a renovated Victorian chemist, Arbequina is a buzzing local favourite, serving up incredible tapas with bold, well-balanced flavours. It has a long bar, and I can only imagine a very lively atmosphere in the evenings, making it the perfect spot for grabbing a couple of share plates and a glass of wine. Oh, and the tortilla here is just unreal. It's what they're known for, and you absolutely have to order it. I actually found this place through the Michelin Guide, which is one of my best travel hacks for discovering great restaurants, even including more affordable and casual spots like this if you filter by the price. We've just checked into our hotel. We're staying at the Courtyard by Marriott, and I'm actually working with them for a partnership over on my Instagram. It is a beautiful hotel in such a good central location, and the best thing of all, it overlooks a friggin' castle, like the most English thing ever. Speaking of weekend trips, if you've been around here for a while, you'll know one thing that I am a huge advocate for is packing light. But something that has always bugged me is the toothbrush situation. I either have to bring my electric one that is really clunky, dies halfway through, and is honestly a little bit gross, or I have to settle for a manual toothbrush. So I'm really excited to share the sponsor of today's video with you guys, Surrey. First up, the design is just so sleek and compact, and when I'm at home, it actually clips straight onto a magnetic mirror mount, which I just love. It is a sonic brush, so it gives a powerful yet gentle clean, and the battery actually lasts for like over 40 days, which as somebody who travels a lot, this is what really sold me. Plus they are a certified B Corp, which means sustainability is at their core. They even recycle these plant-based brush heads for free. I've been using mine for a few weeks now. I've actually taken it on 2 trips already, even one to the Arctic, and I have to say it is just such a joy to pack inside the UVC cleaning case it comes with. Just so easy. If you're ready to upgrade your toothbrush situation, make sure you check out Surrey at the link below. I will also put my code for 20% off on screen and in the description box. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, Surrey. Now let's get back to Oxford. We've just come to Blenheim Palace, which is about a 20-minute drive outside of Oxford. You can also very easily get a taxi, which is what we did. And now the internet describes Blenheim Palace as a countryside house. And I would say it is, it's anything but. We actually came and visited with my family in summer this year. We spent the entire day here exploring the grounds and also going inside to see sort of the beautiful architecture and learn about the history of the palace, and also all the trials, tribulations, and financial challenges it had to get built in the end. So if you find yourself here, I highly recommend spending like a full day exploring and doing that. But another nice thing about the area is that they do a lot of seasonal activities. So this afternoon we are here to try an afternoon tea. Oh, that sun's coming in. We're here to try an afternoon tea, and then they also have a Halloween light trail to explore tonight. It is the week of Halloween, so everyone has got like all their pop-ups and festivities happening. So that is going to be a lovely time. Let's go do it. Blenheim Palace's afternoon tea is served in the stunning Orangery restaurant, a grand, light-filled space that felt extra cozy in the autumn glow. The tea was adorable, with spooky-themed treats inspired by ghosts and pumpkins, and as the sun set, pink skies faded into twilight, and the palace glowed, just the perfect setting for a spooky light trail. Wandering through these airy projections and meeting a few unexpected characters along the way. Blenheim always has something special happening, and if you are here at Christmas, it is definitely a must visit because they go all out. Good morning, it is day 2 in Oxford and we woke up nice and early this morning to go for a sunrise walk around the city. It is a beautiful blue skies day and just a lovely time to explore the city early in the morning. It's so nice and quiet and you really get to take in like the beauty of the streets and the architecture. And then we came back and we had a little bit of a buffet breakfast here and we've just gotten ready and we're going to head out for the day. But I thought before we head out I will give you one like essential travel tip that I didn't really follow this time around because we're just here on a relaxing weekend. But if you are planning a trip to Oxford, even in the off season, and you want to do some of the sort of heavy hitters or big things like going to tour Christchurch College or going to the Bodleian Libraries and Radcliffe Camera, which you need a tour to enter, have a think about what you want to do and make sure you book tickets in advance, because we didn't do that this time and we thought we'll just sort of wing it and see what tickets we can get on the day. The answer is none. We've got no tickets online, so we're going to wander around to these places, have a look at them from the outside, maybe pop in and see if we can score any last minute tickets, but if not, it's not a problem because there's a long list of fun and cool things to do here in Oxford, so I will show you some alternatives and also we will eat some lovely food along the way. I have a bakery in mind as our first stop, so let's stop talking and let's go and do that. Coffee is secured, pastries are in the bag, and now we are wandering around listening to the church bells and looking for a garden to enjoy them in. Now, one thing to know about Oxford is that a lot of the green spaces are actually part of the university, so we've been walking for quite a while and only just managed to find somewhere we can sit down and pop into. It's actually a church connected to the university and it was worth the wait. It is beautiful. I've tried both of the buns. The cardamom bun, exactly what you would hope for from a cardamom bun. Perfect cardamom flavour, light, fluffy, delicious. But if you go to this bakery, you have to get, oh, there go the church bells. You have to get their specialty, which is the vanilla bun. And there's not much left of it, but it's like covered in sugar, vanilla, beautiful, sweet, delicious. Definitely try it. And in a fun turn of events, it turns out we did actually manage to get tickets to sort of tour the library. About 90% of the tickets go on sale on the day. So if you can't book online, don't worry, just go to the ticket booth early in the morning and you should have a good chance at getting them. We got there at about 20 minutes after opening this morning and a lot of the tours were sold out. So I would recommend going earlier, but good news, we get to see the inside of these beautiful libraries. So it's a win. The Bodleian Library dates back to 1488 and has hosted many scholars and writers like Oscar Wilde, C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien. We took the 60-minute tour starting at the Divinity School before stepping into the breathtaking Duke Humfrey's Library. I believe both of these were actually filming locations for the Harry Potter films and I can confirm they felt super magical. Our host was lovely and so knowledgeable, and along the way we heard many stories of student pranks, academic rivalries and even a little bit of royal drama. Since these are working libraries, a guided tour is the only way you can access the inside and it is absolutely worth it. If you can, definitely book a 90-minute tour so you can see inside the Radcliffe Camera Library, but if you don't get a chance like us, you can head directly across the road to the University Church for this breathtaking view of the building and the city. From here we wandered back through the picturesque streets, popping into a fair few cute stores along the way. Objects of use is definitely one to add to the list. I probably could have bought a lot of things from this shop. And finally, we made our way over to the Covered Market, a historic gem in the heart of the city, filled with independent cafes, quirky boutiques and craft stalls. But we were here for one reason only, and that was to grab pizza at the spot I had seen earlier in the day. Just nothing beats pulling up a seat at the counter, watching the team churn out incredible pizzas, and of course devouring them fresh from the oven. And that is a wrap on a very short but sweet trip to Oxford. Don't forget to check out Surrey. I will pop my link and discount code in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, you should definitely check out my guide to both the Cotswolds and Bath, both equally beautiful destinations in England.